Hey guys, what's up? This is Priyanka, and welcome back to the Fanspire. We are so glad to be doing another episode about the Premier League because obviously it's one of our favorites. We absolutely love talking about the Premier League, all the banter. The various transfers have been really interesting this season as well. We covered that previously. And speaking of the Premier League, we also do have our very own FPL league, which it's super fun. You get to connect with a lot of fellow fans around the globe, as well as battle it out for some really cool prizes. So if you are still interested in joining the FPL league, you can DM us. And yes, on screen we have our panelists for today. We have Adia from us, who's going to be representing Arsenal as well. She's
From
been here.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Hi, Adia. Also,
Hi,
we have
hi,
Chinmay.
nice.
It's been a long time. Chinmay has been hiding. I don't know whether it's because of the way United has been playing or no, but nice to have you back, Chinmay. Welcome back to Fanspire.
Well, then
Yes,
it's nice to be back, but I'm not going to say much today after last season. You know, so let
all
us go
right,
ahead.
we shall see that. Also, we have Dan repping Mumbai Spurs here. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you back.
Nice to be here. Let's go Spurs.
And of course, Kumar, again, our West Ham fan who has been here before. Of course, we have loved seeing your reaction to West Ham grow in the the last few years. And yeah, so glad to have you back again. Perfect. Okay, and last but not the least, we have Summer, who's here representing Liverpool. But along with that, we also have a very exciting announcement to make, and that is we are collaborating with Octa Sports, your preferred sporting event partner. There you can see it on screen, Octa Sport. Um, as I said, your preferred sporting event partner. Of course, Summer, would you like to tell us a little more about this?
To speak about my new company which I've just launched, which is named Doctor Sport. So it's basically an honest effort on my part to uh, be your preferred sporting event partner, ranging from sports from cricket to volleyball, with an aim to create sustainable sporting communities um, while outdoing together. The reason I say we would be your preferred sporting event partner is there would be a holistic approach on behalf of Octa Sport to first prepare your teams or yourself prior to the events which will be conducted by Octa Sport, and for you to do well at the event, as well as post the event to track the performances and to assist in improving the performances of your teams and yourself for you to become even further competitive in the coming year. So now towards meeting those goals, the first event which is going to be lined up is going to be in the month of December. It is going to be the Indian Maritime Premier League for box cricket. This event is going to be in partnership with Marix Media Private Limited. They are the uh, shipping media moguls, a very well established and big brand in the shipping media. So, if any one of you is watching this video and would like to be part of the Indian Maritime Premier League, please drop a message or call Mr. Alok Shirodkar from Marix Media on 83698 I repeat the number. Contact Alok Shirodkar from Marix Media on 83698 60318. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and hope to see a great response to the event.
Yep, there we have it on screen as well. As Samar said, do reach out to the given number. Thanks so much, Samar, for that. And now getting back to Premier League, of course, I think we have been highly anticipating this. We've gone through a lot of transfers. The teams have changed here and there. So, firstly, I just want to know how excited are you all for the Premier League to be back? Chinmay, do you want to go first? You're smiling a lot, so yeah, go right to
So I
it.
think so I think it's amazing today. Arsenal play, Patrick Vieira, and
Oh my
it's
god.
it's going to be a great game, and I'm really excited to watch the North London teams. Because I actually like what they've done with their team, both Arsenal and Tottenham. So I think they can actually mount it a good top four challenge. Starts today. Gabriel Jesus Premier League debut, Zinchenko, Vieira might play. The Fabio, who is it? Fabio Vieira, if
Fabio
I'm not.
Vieira. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think he is in line maybe to make his debut. So we don't know how that will go. But for the whole Premier League season, I think there are at least 8 or 9 teams who can actually compete for very well for the top six, and that tells you what a good job the Premier League teams have done this season to get back. And you also have a look at the promoted teams who've actually improved on their teams and gotten some good additions. So I think it will be a good season and great way to start off today. Arsenal, All or Nothing came out yesterday. I one review, whoever has not watched it yet, I think Arteta has done a good job, and I think that the kind of passion he gives out, at least, good. I mean, I don't know how they did not win more matches with that kind of passion, but I'm pretty sure Aaron Ramsey can apply for politics, after the kind of speeches he gives in the dressing room. So that's a good thing.
Chinmay, thanks for the Premier League preview, but please talk about United as well. You didn't speak anything
Yes.
about
You just
United.
spoke all
I
my
mean,
points.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, thanks for the whole review, but speak about your own team, bro.
I'm going to be asked about United. I'm going to be asked about the basic. What about Ronaldo? He wanted to go.
It's
What
coming.
about Bruno? Yeah, and look, Eric Ten Hag. I always thought last year Ten Hag, after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked, Ten Hag was going to be a very big candidate to come in. He is in, and he in the preseason. I don't know. I'm pretty sure nobody watched United preseason games. I know you don't care, but at
Bangkok
least,
Cup.
yeah. Well, hi Summer. Kind of beat you there, but. What I can really say is the same kind of players we had last year, the same 11. I could see a different kind of zeal. I could see them actually, uh, passing along well, passing in good, good
Game
coaching.
plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good coaching probably being, done. Which probably Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I don't want to take a dig at him, but maybe he was not the ideal person to coach them. He was a great man manager, maybe. Um, yeah, well, that too. It came home, but I think United. It's a good way to start with Ten Hag. New season to go, and I think we'll get on further points. I think we'll go ahead with a good season for United. I think.
Right. And as Chinmay said, he's excited about what the North London teams have done. So, do you guys want to, give us your views, or has he covered everything? Adya and Dan.
Dan, you wanna go first?
No, y'all are playing today. You should go first.
Are you sure this is the only time you're gonna come above us? So you can
I think we
start.
finished we finished above y'all for the last 2000,
Yeah.
3000
We're just
days.
a new season, Dan. See, if you go
Mm-hmm.
into history, it's gonna
New
take a
season,
while.
same old story for y'all.
Same, we'll see. Same old story. Okay, I'll start. No problem. Okay, so I mean, Chinmay literally said all my points, but what I would like to add is our season for the first time in years. I'm really excited. We have a good proven striker. It's a young team which have like gelled together, and the first match is ours, and it's against our mighty Patrick Vieira, and we lost 3-0 there last year, so we have a point to prove. And I'm excited, and it's going to be a really good match. And I mean, this season's going to be really interesting. If you see the teams that are, they're strengthening. Even Liverpool lost Mane, they signed Nunez. I'm like, everybody is just ready. Man City has Haaland. Only team I feel like Chelsea. I mean, Vinith will not like this, but I feel like they are not there yet. But I mean, you can surprise us. I feel like they're the ones who are like who need more reinforcement. Like I didn't get the Cucurella signing at all. Y'all need a striker. So yeah. That's my take.
We'll get back to Chelsea in a while. We also have a Chelsea fan coming on. Adya, FPL tips. Also, for those who missed it, we had an entire episode on FPL. I think we
FPL.
spoke about it for an hour. So do check that out. Adya has given us her very precious tips. So yeah. Sabri thinks that Arsenal is a bit dangerous this year. Dan, would you agree
Yeah,
or
I
disagree?
agree with
Yeah,
that.
they're dangerous. They're dangerous for the Premier League and its reputation. You're right when you say that. But
Acha.
talking about Arsenal and the All or Nothing documentary or whatever thing that they put out, if you notice on Amazon, it's the genre that it's been categorized in. It's a comedy, and that's what I
Okay,
feel about the whole documentary.
I
It's
was
it's
shocked.
funny.
I'm
It's
like,
hilarious. It's hilarious. The speakers
yeah.
at the training ground and the whole trying to create the Anfield
Anfield
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Atmosphere still got them the Europa League.
Oh
So
my.
good for them. Good for them. But talking about Tottenham, we're focusing on ourselves this year.
Oh.
Paratici and Conte, they're getting the Italian job done in North London. We see some good signings. For all of y'all who would say that no, we wouldn't take Bissouma in our team, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to the rest of us. Bissouma is a great buy. He would easily fit into a starting 11 in any Big Six team. Perisic, a great buy, free transfer. Foster, good backup. And hopefully, Richarlison serves as a good backup to Kane and Son, who has shared the major workload of the team for the last 2 or 3 years. This year it's again going to be them. But this year I would like you all to keep a special eye on Harry Kane. He's looked physically at his best in preseason in a long time. He's fit, Son's fit. Richarlison is there. Just keep your eyes on Tottenham. Fingers crossed.
I would request you, Dan, whatever you do, keep him fit till December. Please keep him fit
Mm-hmm.
till December. Yeah, please.
Yep.
We will wait.
Hopefully after this season, you all can't use the trophy argument anymore. I'm tired of like I don't know what to respond to that anymore.
Dan,
Just
even we are tired. Just get it over
yeah,
with.
yeah.
It's
It's
as
okay.
anxious.
It's okay. When you all come back in the Champions League, you all can talk to us. But I'm
We'll
talking
be
to the
there.
others.
Don't worry.
I'm
We'll
talking
be
to the
there.
others right
I
now.
think it's more
I'm talking
likely
to
than
the
you
others.
guys getting a trophy. Don't worry about it.
But you remember what Aubameyang said that he came to Arsenal to play the Champions League. Man left without a single
Oba
appearance.
wants to join Chelsea. I
Man
do
left
not claim
without
him
a
anymore.
single appearance in the Champions League. That's all I'm saying.
I love the fact that you guys have already started bantering, and
This is
yes,
the first time I've met Dan. This is the first time I've met Dan, which is
it's fine.
already.
He's a Spurs fan. Like the connections there, you can just go on bantering. It's fine. Yes, someone asking is that Chelsea Palace taken by Barcelona? Hopefully not. We'll have to. All we can do is wait and watch.
Oh my God.
But yeah, coming back to Kumar. Of course, how are you
Yes.
feeling about this season? About the
Yeah.
transfer? Let us know.
So for a change, yeah, we have signed quite a few players. Unless we are just doing window shopping throughout the last 3 4 transfer windows. Now we have done some actual shopping, and I see a strong team now. So if we finished with the team that we had last year at the seventh position, this year I think we can break into the top six. So I hope the scamster Skamaka comes on top and delivers us a 15-20 goal season. And Antonio also chips in as well, apart from goals coming from Bowen and other players. But I really have my high hopes this season that we'll do better than most of our other London rival clubs
Better than Arsenal and Spurs.
and Chelsea. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Like how
And
Chelsea is
Chelsea.
not in our league anymore.
Yeah, but they are still the dark horse. I mean, I believe the top two race is a different race. The race
Hmm.
will be from the third position onwards. So Liverpool and Man City are in a league of their own. But the other clubs, Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester United, has a very remote and outside chance. And uh, West Ham is there. Leicester might turn up. I mean, you never know. They are very unpredictable. Tottenham's there. So I mean, hope we have a good season. Hope we have a decent run in Europe as well. I want to we wanted to win the Europa League last year, but unfortunately got beaten in the semis. But I mean, I hope this year we win the Conference League at least.
Cool. And finally, coming to summer, of
Yeah.
course, new season, new signings, new season, Mane leaving. What are your thoughts and how excited are you for the
See,
upcoming season?
after our performances last season, benchmarks are pretty high. So, I mean, we were less than 2 hours away from the quadruple, and I always count it less than 2 hours away. Okay, I don't count two matches lost because it was less than 2 hours. So let's get those 2 hours back in, the groove. And I think we can once again challenge for the quadruple. I mean, we have won the Community Shield, so I think there's a quintuple, which is possible with Liverpool. It all depends on how quickly, but there is some positive signs about Darwin Nunes, settling in pretty quickly. I mean, to replace a guy like Mane is very difficult because more than he playing for Liverpool, he had the experience of playing in this robust English Premier League prior with Southampton, whereas Nunes is does not have. It's a different league, So there's a greater physicality as compared to other leagues. So let's hope he settles in. But signs are positive, and with so many attacking options, let's hope Liverpool does well. I'm skeptical about the fact that players are not going to really go full throttle because it's even the World Cup year. So I mean, World Cup all said and done, good. I mean, in a way, it shouldn't sound like, I'm happy or something, but Mohamed Salah's Egypt has not qualified. So he can go full throttle. There could be an injury here and there, but a lot of other Liverpool players, including some of the Brazilians, they will, be a bit careful and wary. So let's
Right.
hope. I mean, I do feel a lot of teams. I mean, team of players. Mentally are going to conserve themselves. At least till the World Cup, conserve themselves as in. I mean, try to avoid an injury. So let's hope. Liverpool is up there, and we can repeat what we did last year with 2 hours better football.
Right. Sports Wire says that Summer you should be proud was the highest shirt sponsor deal in the Premier League from 23-24.
Yeah,
It was 50
I
million, and
think
we know
that's
that.
I think that's all the sideshow. I mean, I think we are also lining up in the long term replacement for Roberto Firmino. So I
Right.
think that guy Martinez, Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan, I think they're looking at him seriously because I think Firmino, I mean, he came to Liverpool at less than 10 from Hoffenheim, I think so, in the Bundesliga, and he's grown as a player. But however, a time comes when I don't. He might be thinking of leaving. I don't think his position in the starting 11 is confirmed. Klopp will consider him for the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, but I think we need to look at a replacement for Firmino also.
Right, right. So, of course, a lot there. You seem to think that Liverpool may sign a few more, but yeah, looking forward. Let's see what only time can tell. Yeah, whether you'll go on to sign
Yeah.
some more. So, of course, we have a lot of fun comments, but I got a couple of fun questions to ask you guys. Okay, so I need you all to tell me. It can be from your team. Don't let go of the seal.
What,
PL wants
what
the seal.
happened to Arya's photograph over there? Why is he wearing
Putting
that
black
cape?
blood on his photograph.
So the
He's
seal that
wearing some
Arya is
cape
going
there.
to
Is he
Firmino.
going to fly?
Okay, instead of Firmino, Summer has taken another route. But we'll get back to that later. We'll get back to talking about the clubs first. So you guys can name the player. It can be from your club or from another uh, club as well. So, for the coming season, who do you think is the player who's definitely going to get a red card?
Can I
Arya, would
start?
you like to go first? Yeah, exactly.
Granit Xhaka. Have you heard of the guy? I'm ready. That's
Uh, I
Anyone
think
else?
I would go for Harry Maguire. Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Chinmay, would you like to add to that or second that?
No, I don't think Maguire, because you have to defend, or you have to go for the ball in those kind of circumstances. uh, I actually feel for some reason anger issues loading, I think Bruno Fernandes, because for the last 2 seasons we've always seen him getting into a scrap with the ref, getting into a scrap with the players. I think Bruno Fernandes might be a big game, might be just some again against a relegation bound team, but I think Bruno Fernandes might be one.
All
I
right.
feel it will be Wilfred Zaha because every season he manages to get one, and he's also, I mean, a little bit short tempered. So I feel Zaha along with Zaka.
Everyone's like, all right. Someone has a different
So
opinion though. Someone's
yes,
like Jack Grealish.
no,
No, I said
no,
Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred.
All right, all right.
no.
Oh yeah, but
My
all the comments do say Zaka from Arsenal. Yes, go ahead,
my
Saman.
answer my answer would be, that Brazilian, hothead, foolish player, Richarlison. I think he's joined
Yeah.
Spurs here.
I
That
agree.
guy,
Yes.
he is a hothead. I mean, he gets into the dirtiest tackles, and then he argues as if he's done nothing wrong. I mean, that's the worst I can talk about him. But I'm going to support him in December when Brazil plays. So he's too bad till November, but December is my friend.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm.
Anyone red cards in the North London Derby?
Of course, bro. You think these guys can stop us? They have to
Us?
tackle
Oh
us.
my
They
God.
have to
Yeah,
tackle us
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. You
stop
play
us.
Dyer and you're thinking it's one of us,
They have
right?
to tackle us to stop us. That's how
Right.
they're gonna get red
Because
cards
we are
and we're
like
gonna win
sushing the
again.
fans, right? That's why, yeah.
Okay, so I have another question. Which team do you think is going to get the most support from VAR this season?
Liverpool.
Manchester United.
Liverpool.
United?
Liverpool. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay,
Liverpool.
It's
Someone
both of
see,
them.
are
Let's be
outnumbered,
fair. It's
no,
and
both
no,
of them.
see,
we are
It's
not a
both of
what
Liverpool.
them.
you
Priyanka, you can't
We
comment on
don't.
this.
One
Yeah,
minute.
no
Who,
comments
who
from
said
me.
United? Who said United?
I said United.
We don't need VAR support. We're going to be losing 2-3 nil maybe on most match days. We don't need VAR support. Liverpool 1-1, 2-1. They need the VAR support for the penalty to win. To go on and then lose in the on the last game week. I don't need the VAR support. That's why I think it's
so
going to be Liverpool.
see. I have a logic for this. First of all, VAR is video assisted referee, so that's also a human. Second of all, Liverpool, if at all, they get assistance from VAR, it's because they are the ones. They are coming into the
Who
box
are
more often. I mean, they are coming
no
into
no
the. Of course, it's a fact.
Someone, even the comments are against you.
no no
City,
they
City,
they
City
are
is coming
they
into
are
the box this
Liverpool
year,
fans.
Mama.
It's a fact. It's a
The
fact. They are coming into
no,
the box
So, I
much
mean,
more than.
Leeds United goes into the box 10 or 15 times every minute, if I'm not wrong.
Manchester
Every
City
minute.
does
No,
it so much. Manchester City is in
which
the ball
box?
all
Their
the
Both,
own box or the opposition box? I'm talking
both
about
boxes.
Opposition,
Both
opposition
both,
boxes.
both.
box.
They
Both
are.
boxes.
Not, yes, yes, I'm talking about the opposition box. So
no the
99% of
VAR.
VAR decisions have come, in the opposition box. And that's where, Liverpool is most often at. I mean, you look at ball possession stats. I mean, we are clocking 60-65% every match.
No, but the VAR referees are also Liverpool fans, so
Yeah, I mean,
it also
Liverpool is
helps.
They
it's a
don't like
club
North
from
London. I can say that based
18,
on
It sounds like a
1892.
school
So, I mean,
tournament. Go ahead,
When,
1892
Saman.
club. So,
whenever
we'll have some
somebody
affinity
says
here.
VAR,
Can't help.
whenever you see the word VAR, I only remember Pep Guardiola, that two thing he does. And I remember where he did it, and I remember what context he did it. So it kind of answers your question.
Twice, twice, twice.
and then he's looking to the sky.
Nay, all or nothing. That's for all or nothing. Part two, season two.
We have a
Oh,
good question.
interesting statistics on the comment box.
Right, right, right.
45%. Yeah. So I
So
hope
what do you
the
think?
Fanspire.
new set of referees are Hammer fans.
I hope
No,
they don't know
no,
Jata. That'll be a plus.
no, but how did he say 45%? So we are getting some new referees over.
Yeah,
Apparently,
many of them retired last year.
That's a
Oh, some
great
of
thing,
those.
actually.
Oh, good, yeah. So which are the referees that will speak separately? Yeah?
Is Mike Dean still around or he's done?
I think Mike Dean is not on on-field duty now.
VRS.
He's only on VAR.
Oh,
I think he's only on VAR.
No, not VRA. He took VRS.
okay. So, also, for those who are asking about the Chelsea fan, whether or not he got, taken over by Barcelona, he actually hasn't. So, let's quickly get on our Chelsea fan. We'll have a quick word with him about his expectations. Hi, Prasanna. Welcome to the Fanspire.
Just got off my meeting with my one-on-one meeting with my manager. In case you all think I've run away, no, I haven't. I have a meeting that I cannot afford to miss. So
Okay,
yeah,
perfect. Yeah, so quickly, let's get your thoughts about Chelsea. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the transfer window. Some say that it's not fulfilling the transfers that you all had. What are your thoughts on it?
till now the signings we've got, I think I like them. Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella, then the youngster from Aston Villa. I don't want to butcher his name. It's just too long. So, but
Chupwekwe.
yeah, thank you. So. So it's been good till now, and there are still talks of maybe Frankie De Jong, maybe Aubameyang. There's just talks. I mean, there's no like concrete bid or anything put in place. There's just talks, but otherwise it's been crazy. And I even saw what David Ornstein posted today, like the video where I think the Leeds owner was speaking that he went back on Tuchel's words and he just sold off Rafinha to Barca. So these sort of crazy things happen. So we were like so we placed the bid. We were talking, but there's nothing happened, and that's what I think happened on even Kunde's side, because we placed the bid, we agreed terms, but we never heard back from Sevilla. But Barca came in, bang, deal was done. So you never know that it may not just be the transfer fee or the agreement on terms. There might be on a lot more, because when you see Erling Haaland to Man City, it's not just the 57 million, because agent fees and all that will be a lot more, because we all know, of course, rest in peace Mino Raiola, but agent fees and all the other fees, they might have been quite high. So there are a lot of things we don't understand, we might not know. No, I'm not talking like a chess player. I saw that.
Yeah,
No, 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 no,
actually,
no,
someone
no, no,
else.
no, no, because the Olympiad is in Chennai going on. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah. That's also there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been crazy, but there's still like 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks of the window left. Anyone can correct me.
yeah,
Let me.
two
Yeah, I
weeks
think
left.
it's end of August.
Okay, then
Wait,
there's 3 weeks more. So hopefully we can get in two more
Yeah,
signings, and
hopeful 3 weeks.
yeah. So our team looks decent. Um. So, but I think a couple of more signings could help us a long way.
Right. Calvin has a question.
Especially a striker.
Yeah.
They've played without a striker for the last few years and got a CL spot every year, even above Arsenal and Spurs. Any comments about the
I
striker?
mean, we all say Havertz false nine and this thing. We've been playing with a false striker since Diego Costa left. So, what does that tell you? Despite shelling out so much money, and I don't know. I mean, we somehow have the team, and the thing with Chelsea is we somehow get goals from everywhere. I mean, defenders score, midfielders score. I mean, our wingbacks keep scoring. So, if a striker could only get at least maybe like 15 goals a season, then that would at least push us towards the title challenge. And that's the problem. We haven't had a 15 or 20 plus goal a season, so it's pretty hard.
So I just want to ask Prasanna, the departure of Rudiger, you
Yeah,
know, I think it's a big loss, for Chelsea
yeah,
because I mean, more than his defensive skills, he's a pretty combative player also. Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, he's playing for the batch most of the time at least. So I mean, your thoughts on that? Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking. I mean, he's a no nonsense defender. He is a defender that
Yeah.
he could get under your skin. I mean,
I mean, he's the defender who Mohammad Salah is scared of. I mean, I don't know
yeah,
Mohammad Salah. This is what I feel.
yeah, yeah,
Mohammad
and
Salah not scared of many defenders.
yeah, exactly. And to see in his prime go to Madrid for absolutely nothing, and he also said, I think in one of his interviews later, that I never heard anything from Chelsea since January, and to me that was shocking. If that is true, but given all the situation with the new owners, whether takeover when it was going to be complete, I think it made sense for him to move on, because when Madrid calls you, it's hard to say no.
Right. So
No.
Prasanna, obviously you wish a couple more players would
Yeah.
join the team, things like that. But realistically speaking, what are your expectations of this season, like with the current team that you have?
At least close the gap on City and Liverpool, because it's been a ridiculous 15-20 point difference for the last few seasons. So at least we have to close that gap. Because the thing is, we start well, then December happens, and then we just get back to top four race. But this time, that if December curse can't happen, because it's the World Cup year, so that's going to be an all different ball game altogether. So we need to be consistent. It's not just like being unbeaten. It's like, if you see Liverpool and City, they can win like 13, 14, 15 games in a row. Not just unbeaten, win all of them in a row. So that is what it needs to take for you to win a Premier League title. And obviously, you do need a striker someone who can score 15, 20 goals a season. Because we've seen with Chelsea, even with that, in the Drogba years, he has scored 20, 25 goals a season, and we still lost the league to Man United. So it's a combination of all factors, and I expect at least that gap to be closed, and probably one or two domestic trophies.
Right. Okay, so same question to you, Kumar. Realistically, what are your expectations for, or you can be like
Win the
unrealistic as
Conference
well. You
League.
can just be, like manifest it.
Yeah, I realistically feel top six is a possibility this year. Again, having just missed out to Manchester United on the last game week. I mean, the result wasn't decided in the last. I mean, the result was the only thing that was decided. The entire season was very good. A lot of positives, and hopefully we can break through and break the top six definition. Remove a few, one of the teams at least, and move ourselves there. So I
Right.
don't care whom we remove, but we want to be a part of the top six. And I think Moyes is putting a team that can be that can be there.
This
Also,
is a
there was
good
one
question.
question earlier with regards to the Czech investment.
Right, right,
To answer, yeah, to answer that, the Czech person was actually affiliated to Russia as well. So he has a lot of money stuck in Russia. So West Ham does not have that money that was initially planned or prepared for. So otherwise we would have gone all out in this transfer window. We were expecting huge investments in terms of player recruitments, but unfortunately the investor has his affiliations with Russia and Russian money, and hence whatever signings we have made, I'm actually happy so far.
right.
So,
Somewhere at
Kumar,
the big.
sorry, Priyank, when does Declan
Go ahead.
Rice's
Go ahead.
contract end?
Sorry,
When does Declan Rice's contract end?
I think it's 25.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can forget about him, or he won't leave, because by 25 he'll be in the top six,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
If I think he
Yeah,
is
he'll
already.
join us. He'll join us and he'll be in the top six.
I think he is already. He's so underrated. As a player.
Chelsea and West Ham fans are already missing Russian money.
Well,
Yeah,
at least, we have
we
American
we
money
never
now,
had
so
it. We never had it, so we are not missing it.
we don't miss
So
Russian money. We have American money now, so it
It's the
doesn't matter.
difference. It's the difference. I think the biggest thing for Chelsea this season is not missing out on any player. They're going to feel the absence of Robin Abramovich.
I feel like
That's
the
why,
recruitment team also, like it's different
yeah,
and it's very. I feel like it's slower
e-
and it don't have like.
everything everything is cyclical in the Premier League. This is a cycle that they are going to start now. That United and Arsenal started when American owners came in, and they're going to be where United and Arsenal are right now in the coming years. So it's going to
That's
be
how
a
you have
cycle.
excluded yourself.
It's going to
Like,
be a cycle. It's going to be a cycle. It's going to be a
Well,
cycle.
let's see. We don't know. We have to just wait and watch.
Yeah, because
We can only hope.
you already see the pull is not there like how it was there when Robin was there. You think players like Rudiger and all would have left for free? Christensen left for free. Aspelogata almost left. Y'all, I think he signed a contract
Yeah, he
extension.
did 2024.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been the same in Roman's era. Players would not just leave. Players would not just openly reject Chelsea and go to another rival or something like that. Probably the Rafinha deal would have gone through if Roman was still boss, is what I feel. So they're gonna miss his presence, his whatever, like his enigma in the club and his brand that Roman had
Yeah,
was
he
enough
was
to get
passionate. He was passionate.
great
Yeah,
player.
of course. I mean, the thing with Roman is it was never about money. That's why even
Yeah,
when he
I
said
mean
that I'm waiving off the
about
1.5
money. It
billion
was
debt, I
about
was like,
money.
wow.
It was about money at the end of the day for him, but
I
he
mean,
was
see,
passionate too.
if you're
Yeah,
a
yeah,
businessman,
yeah.
your goal is to obviously take money. But when you put passion first and you say and you kind of put money aside,
As you see
it's
with Arsenal and United, you see the American owners. They're there, but they're not really there, and that makes a huge difference for the fan support, for the players, for the whole image of the club as well. So
Chinmay, do you want to
yeah,
respond to
that's
that? I
there. But
know.
at the same time, like Arsenal fans and even fans can make a difference. But one thing about Chelsea fans is even the fans are kind of ruthless. I mean, you can call it reactionary or something, but we are kind of like we kind of get to turn on things, and that can also have an effect on say the owners because it kind of stems from the fans and the owners. It's not maybe not just the owner because even Liverpool have an American owner, but look how where they are, and they kind of spend within that means.
mm,
They sell and then buy, and then but look at them. They have a proper manager. They have a proper sporting director, and if you look at Liverpool and City team pound for pound, it like how much like there is so much difference. But the way Klopp has got them playing, it just boils down to that. It may not just be
mm,
the owner, so to say.
Right.
mm.
Chinmay, do you want to have a go at the comments about the owners? And you, I know you were listening. Let us know
I
what you.
I side with them. I want my owners out. So I mean, I don't know a single United fan who wants the Glazers in. And it's not just about money in this matter because everybody knows United have, I think, first, I think, I don't know that tussle with City, but we're in the top two for sure for the most money spent for an English club in the last 10 years or so. It's about buying the right players, which Eric Ten Hag said today in the press conference. And the other clubs are able to do it well. United, if you are not able to get a player for 50 million, even if the manager wants him, you would rather go out and get another player for 80 million and make him club captain, and then have the repercussions of it 3 years later. And you know how it goes because the manager, a sporting director in most of the clubs, it's a need where they actually sit down and they discuss what the manager wants, what the team needs. And I think the owners, at some point of time, even though they are businessmen, they need to show some passion into the club. They need to come and have a look at what is actually the need, what is actually being delivered to the club, and then you can expect some change. United are best at changing managers, but and so are Chelsea. But you have to look at kind of you know the kind of trophy or the kind of challenge United and Chelsea are right now on. They're trying to close the gap between City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, of course. And we also had that kind of aim, 2 seasons ago. We bought in Ronaldo, we bought in Sancho, bought in Varane. We finished sixth. So a little bit of planning, a little bit of manager input, a little bit of maybe someone above the manager who can actually get down. You have a look at Ajax and Edwin van der Sar. Look at what he does for Ajax. That is actually amazing. Kind of having that kind of connect between the owner and the manager. So I hope Glazers probably run away and
Chinmay's pretty serious this time, unlike the last show. He was like all pumped, like, "Oh my gosh, we're going to win the Premier League."
No,
But yeah, we have a
no.
question. You can go ahead and
We,
answer.
I mean, spare me some thought. We beat Leeds 5-1 on opening day, Old Trafford. Varane was unveiled just before the game, and nobody knew Ronaldo was joining. 10 days later, Ronaldo joins. I came on the stream and I said we're winning the league. And you know what? Till September 24th, I think we did win four and we drew one. And then after that Villa game where Martinez, danced against Bruno. After that, we just, we went mad. And answering that question, I think it's a smoke screen. I
All right.
can't, I can't care less. Whatever the Glazers keep on doing, I couldn't care less. Either get them gone 100%, or there's no point of talking about change. There's no change till they actually go away.
I
Okay,
just
and
hope we don't get conned for another Leicester defender for 80 million.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually waiting to hear your thoughts about that. A lot of people were coming at United. We don't buy 80 million. Yeah, Fofana, he looks from Leicester. They are
Yeah.
demanding 65 to 80 million.
I mean, he's
So,
good, but last season, like, he hardly played. He came off of a big injury, and season before that, he played well. But
is his dream club Barca by any chance? Maybe he is creating the rumor,
I mean,
trying to go to
everyone's
Barca.
dream club is Barca Madrid at some point at the end of the day. But
Yeah, well,
they
ask
are
me
the
about it,
biggest clubs
bro.
in the world, so you
Ask
would
me
want to
about
play
it.
for them.
We are going after a player whose dream club is Barca. 2 months down the line, we still don't know. Today it's coming in. He wants to go to Chelsea, and he might want to go
Oh,
to Bayern. So Frankie De Jong.
oh,
So
okay.
That's Saga.
yeah. Well, Frankie
So
De Jong.
what's the
I
thing
don't
with
know if
him?
he's joining or
Does he
not.
want to stay at Barca, or what's the thing with him?
So number one, he wants to stay at Barca, and if he wants to leave, he doesn't want to play Europa. So that's basically, it's not. He's not even taking a dig. It's only us because Arsenal are not in it for him. So it's only us. He does not want to play for us, basically. Eric Ten Hag.
Dude, this is like going after a girl who said publicly, like, I don't want to be with you. I want to be
No,
with
but
someone else. But you're
no,
still
you know the funny
pursuing
part.
her. You see how
No, but
crazy stalkerish this is. You're ready to be like, I'll pay your debt
I
also.
feel
I'll
like
pay
they're
your
not
loans
giving
also.
up at all.
I'll
It's
no,
from
pay.
the
I'll
day
do
no,
one.
everything.
Like,
I'll tell you
United
the
is
funny part.
simping so bad, bro.
Not at
it's
all. I'll
not,
tell you the funny
not
part
the,
about this. So the girl told the boy's dad that
Yeah.
I I really do want to play for you. And then,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to come up with a good framework from here. But Ten Hag basically,
It's
he
best
knows
you
Frankie De
stop
Jong.
there.
Yeah, Ten Hag.
okay,
Yeah. I mean, I changed the
yeah,
context,
okay.
and
I think
Yeah, just
obviously a
the
lot
opening.
of
Yeah,
us
I don't
would
want to
want
speak
to
if I
go
speak on
ahead
the
with
Mitrbal.
this.
I don't want the
Yes,
Mitrbal, so I don't want to speak.
I think we can go on with the transfers because it is, a lot to talk about, and we can relate it of Dragon Ball Z. But before we, go into that, let's leave that for bantering on social media. We can do that about all the transfers. But first, let's take a couple of questions from the comments. So, also, somebody said that there are no Man City fans at the stream. Man City fans, if you all are watching this, please reach out to the Fanspire. We'd love to have you on. I actually thought of that, like, we don't have a City fan, we're talking about the Premier League, they are literally the winners. Yeah, so coming back to the question, someone's asking who do you think is going to win the Golden Boot? Adya, do you want to start off?
One of
You think?
Mohamed
us.
Salah.
One of us,
Mohamed
bro.
Salah.
One of us.
It's Mohamed Salah. I can't back Harry Kane. It's Mohamed Salah.
Okay. Say what
Okay,
y'all want. Say what y'all
so
want, bro. My
I
boys
backed a
lost.
Liverpool
My
player,
boys
man. I
lost.
didn't
My
Yeah,
even
boys
back
yeah.
lost.
anyone from Arsenal.
Good. It's a good choice. He'll get some of the goals which he didn't get from Mane. So he'll do better.
I think the best part about Salah, again, I completely side with Summer, and
some says
it's
Son.
not it's not said in a bad way. But the best thing about Salah is I don't think he'll ever be rested because there's no World Cup for him. So I think you can expect him to go full throttle for the goals, for the assists, and for Liverpool, of course. That also means more games than the other rivals, and I think he has a clear cut chance again, at again winning the Golden Boot.
Okay, cool. So, I have a couple more of the fun questions that I asked you first. Obviously, everyone's going to have different opinions, but yeah, who do you think is one player in the upcoming Premier League season who is going to dive the most?
Sterling. I won't
Okay.
even be shocked if that's the case. Because any small feather touch and he goes down as if he's been
Are you
kicked in the
describing
backside.
Richarlison? Because we don't even need to touch him.
No, bro,
He's
bro,
on
bro,
the floor.
He
bro,
won't even
bro.
play. He won't even play. The front three
Yeah,
is already set. Why does he even need to play?
bro, don't
We have
come at
five
us like
subs.
that. Don't come at
We
us
have
like that.
five. We have five subs, yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
oh
y'all
yeah,
will need
that's
all
another thing.
five.
Five
Y'all will
subs.
need
Yes,
all
and we
five.
have the team this
Y'all will
year.
need all five because your injury list is always full.
Batman.
Okay,
Yeah,
we have a lot of the
I'd
comments.
agree with
Grealish,
Bro, bro.
Grealish on.
no, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. Being an
Son,
England
yeah.
fan, Jack Grealish or Raheem Sterling, one of those two are good. They're going to practice for December, of course.
Wilfred Zaha, Wilfred Zaha.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Wilfred Zaha.
Imagine if he
He's a
dives against
pain.
Austin and wins a penalty.
He's a pain. That's what I literally thought. The match
Yeah,
is in 2 or 1 hour. So.
yeah, 2 hours.
Bro,
Richarlison hasn't
Ramsdale
even played
same,
a
and
single
he's going to
game for us, and y'all already hate him so much, man. Love it, love it. Inject it,
We
inject it,
never liked
inject it,
him. We
inject
never
it.
Yeah.
liked him.
Love it. He's Eric Lamela reborn.
Who?
Okay.
He Richarlison is Eric Lamela reborn.
Lamela scored
Yeah.
1 goal and y'all are treating him like you're going to make a
I'm t-
statue. Like,
the
what?
one goal won the Puskas award, bro.
But
It
did
was
you
just
like
not
win the
like an
match?
assist or
Wo
something.
to Giroud. Even
It
Giroud has won the
it
Puskas.
was
He's
a
not a.
Puskas award-winning goal.
Yes,
Two
even Giroud
first
has.
players have won Puskas awards in the last, I don't know, 3 years. Son and Eric Lamela.
Spurs player, yeah.
Now don't go at the oh no trophy that
Wait, you're
argument
gonna
will
change
change.
it.
Yeah,
Wait, you said
Okay.
you're gonna change it this year, so we'll see.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Guys, let's leave the trophies for a little later. Before that, I have another question. So, who do you think, I mean, which player do you think is going to miss the most goals this season? Like, you see that tap in front of the goal, you just know that he's going to miss it.
Haaland.
Wow. Okay.
Timo.
It's gotta be
Wow.
The
Werner. It's
Timo
gotta be
Werner is
Werner.
he's
Werner.
leaving. He's leaving to Leipzig. He's on loan to Leipzig, so we don't care about him.
He's already gone.
I mean, he's. I think he's about to. It's not. I mean, it's almost
See,
done.
I'll tell you for Haaland, I have a reason. Defenders in the EPL will close him down faster, and you'll see in the coming games. So defenders and the defensive setups will close him down faster compared to Bundesliga. You can see after 5 to 7 games what's going to happen. He might score, but he's going to miss also a lot.
I mean, one elbow from Tarkowski, and he knows that. Oh my God, I'm playing in a serious league.
Dan Burn. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I mean,
Yeah, and
Towers.
he'll
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. I miss Burnley, man.
He'll
You know that physical one elbow, and you
yeah.
know you're in
yeah.
for a serious
No
fight.
one, no one, no one should try to give an elbow to that Haaland fellow. Huh? He's dangerous. If he gives an
Yeah.
elbow back,
So he will
If he doesn't
get the
play,
first
yeah.
taste of a medicine from West Ham only. The first match is against West Ham. Haaland will face the
He's
West Ham
going to
defenders
face the
first.
wrath at Old Trafford, given his father's history and all what
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Lisandro Martinez.
Good point.
Chinmay,
It's gonna make a fun watch.
Lisandro Martinez. Yeah, he's on the job.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, but first, before we
So
go
you
into
mean
anything,
Lisandro Martinez is going to do to Haaland what Roy Keane did to Haaland's dad, break his foot in
hey,
half?
no. Hey, man, that's too sad. Yeah.
okay, let's not go into that. Let's not go into that. Let's not go into that. But
I'm
Kumar,
just joking, but
Kumar, I'd
Yeah.
just quickly like to know who do you think is the player that is going to dive the most in the Premier League?
Undoubtedly Zaha, Wilfred Zaha from Crystal
Okay,
Palace. Yeah,
Someone,
he's a
Haaland.
diver. I mean,
no one said
he should
Bruno. Yeah.
actually wear. No, he should actually be wearing swimming trunks instead of football
Y'all are
shorts.
stressing me out. That's
No,
Okay,
I'm not talking about Granit Xhaka. I'm talking about
no, no,
Wilfred
no.
Zaha. Yeah, so
yeah.
he'll die against you in the first match.
Yeah, yeah.
Adya,
There is
I,
something
Adya, I have
against
a question
Zaha.
for
Yeah.
you.
So
Okay,
you
yeah.
Adya, I
told
have a
that
question for
Zaha,
you.
most red cards, most dives. क्या हो
So,
गया Zaha?
so today, who's going to be
Let's
giving the
see. When
speech?
the
Adya?
season
Wait.
progresses, it's going to be so much fun to see whether these predictions come true or not. We'll be looking out for them. Definitely be posting
Yeah,
this
search
on
for a Palace fan actually.
Palace fans. If you all are there, any Premier League fans watching the stream or have friends, please get in touch with the Fanspire. We'd love to have you on here. I bet all of these guys would love to banter with you as well. So if you have any friends, if
Yeah.
you are watching the stream, do reach out to us. Okay, so I think let's wrap up the show for today. But before we get on, I'd just like to know like your final thoughts. Everybody here can go ahead and give us your final thoughts on. We've already spoken basically about what we're expecting, about how the team looks. But anything that you'd just like to say, probably to a rival fan, or you just like to put out there, make a statement. Who would
So
want to go
I
first?
would like to go first. All the London clubs, yeah. Please keep your eyes on us. We are coming.
So
Awesome, I love
Rightly.
that.
I'd like to
Love
say,
it.
that as much as everyone is saying that, top two is done and dusted and it's going to be a, one-sided top two contest, I don't think so. Liverpool as a club, needs to work very hard. If you look retrospectively, I have great respect for a team like Chelsea. I mean, they're the team we couldn't beat last year in 90 minutes and across four games. So I have, I'm looking forward to Arsenal, Mikel Arteta with all or nothing. He must be pumped up after the documentary. I mean, it's a motivation. I mean, they have released it at the right time also, and so he's going to do well. Plus they have Jesus is pushing for a place in the Brazilian team. So I mean, so those are all motivating factors, Arsenal. And let's not forget Spurs. What signings. I think they have had the best transfer. They have a fantastic manager, Conte. So Conte has won the title previously as well with Chelsea. So he knows what it takes to win. And if Eric Ten Hag makes friends with Ronaldo, you know, United is also there. I mean, but they need Ronaldo. I mean, let's
Yeah.
face it.
Speaking of United, Chinmay, your final thoughts for tonight. Let's get that quickly.
We get top four, and that is all I'm going to say.
That's all you say.
Yeah, David Moyes had a horrible season, um, and Louis Van Gaal came in and restructured the team, and we still got fourth, and we've got a way better team than 2014-15. I can tell you that, and I don't know about Europa. I don't know about trophies. I hope maybe a domestic trophy, but we get top four. That is for sure.
Okay, perfect. Prasanna, quickly, just to
Just take Arya's comment once. I think is the last before
this.
watching tournament on Wednesday night. You play Thursday. Cause have you ever bothered to look at Conte's European record? Okay.
He's flying. Look at the cape.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
can't wait. Yeah, just can't wait for the season to begin. I'll be watching the game on a flight because I'll be traveling. So
I hope they get Ryan. They should know how it feels. Oh, actually, they already know, don't you, Ryan?
No, yeah. Think
wait,
about
repeat,
Dan.
repeat.
Yeah. Dan's good. Yeah.
actually, I kept Adya and Dan for the last two people to tell us because
Okay.
obviously
Yeah.
I love the banter. You guys can go ahead, take the floor.
I'm going to start. I'm going to start.
Oh, okay, you start. Okay.
So, talking about I just want to address our transfer window. Some people have already commented on Richarlison so much. Can you imagine a man has not even played once and there's so much hate? And someone was saying that Jesus has come to Arsenal and he's going to push for a World Cup spot. Richarlison starts for Brazil. He doesn't need to push. He already got the spot. We bought
Actually,
Brazil striker. They got the backup
You
striker for Man
cannot
City
be.
as well.
You have
So
seen the form in preseason.
we're good.
It's
We're good. We're good.
okay.
We're good. Preseason is preseason. It's not the season.
Okay,
It's
we'll
the
see.
preseason.
Okay.
I'll
So
tell you, Dan, Rickarlison's problem is, his spot is sealed. And, he's such a
you're
lazy
hating
bugger.
Richarlison because
He's going to
He's
get
an Everton
complacent.
player. You're hating him because he's an Everton player. Earlier you said something that you like someone playing for the badge, but you're hating on Richarlison for doing the same thing. He always plays for the badge. And that's why we bought him. That's why he spent 60 million, got him. And I just want to hope my only expectation from this season is top four and a trophy. Whatever trophy it might be, maybe Carling the the whatever that football cup or the
League Cup.
Carabao
league
Cup.
cup or the
Audi Cup.
FA Cup, even the UEFA Champions League, man. Why not? We played the final 2019. We lost to Liverpool, unlucky handball right at the start, killed the game. Why not? We can do it again.
Champions League?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why
Tottenham
not?
fans
Why
at the
not?
beginning of the
Why
season
not?
they
Why
can
not?
win
We should aim
everything.
for
Why
something.
not?
Huh?
Why not? Why
All
not?
the
Why not?
trophies.
Champions League.
Why not? Why
You know
not?
how
Why
Champions
not?
League night looks like.
Well,
Oh my god.
We played against the final with you guys in 2019. That was 3 years ago. It's not that long ago.
No, to be
So
fair,
we've
it
been
was
there.
I
We've
was
been
very,
there.
very
We've been
scared.
there.
If you would have won
Yeah, yeah.
that,
We've
I
been
was
there.
very scared. Let's be honest
So
with you.
so a trophy this season. That's all we want.
I mean,
Okay.
see, Samar, give him credit now. Only if you expect this much, you'll at least get here.
Yeah,
So, why
dreaming
not?
Exactly.
is free. Dreaming is free. That's why we
Yeah.
will
Every
dream.
season this happens. It's just
Yeah.
here for the ride.
Ajay, you can go ahead. You can go ahead with yours.
Okay, so I mean, we have a lot of competition this year, but I genuinely feel like our team is coming together. I mean, last year we had like the youngest team. We still have that, and we have Jesus, we have got Zinchenko, and I feel like we're gonna do well this season. I don't want to jinx it, and let's bring home our cup, FA Cup, and this top four. I genuinely feel like we're gonna be back in the UCL. That's all I'm gonna say.
Perfect, perfect. I know we all would love to talk more. There's so much to talk about the Premier League, obviously, and just football in general. But reminder, all you FPL managers, go ahead, finalize your team because the deadline is very soon, and we're going to end the stream. But before that, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone in the comments. It was super fun. People were just going at it left, right, and center today. It was super fun to have all the people commenting. Thank you so much. If you all would like to be on the show, do DM us. Thank you so much, Prasthana, for coming on. Thank you, Chinmay. Thank you, Samar. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks.
Thank you, Adyan. Of
Thanks,
By the way,
course,
thanks.
before we finish this, big
Dan,
up the
Dan,
India
Dan,
under
don't take
20 team
anything
that won
personally,
the.
yeah,
oh,
if I
thanks
should.
to Kumar as well, our West Ham fan, our only West Ham fan. Thank you so much for coming on as well.
Thanks,
Yes,
thanks very much. Had fun.
Yeah,
Dan, I'm just kidding
stop
about
this,
Spurs, huh?
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
just
Chill. That's it. We're good. We're
I
good.
like Mumbai City flag behind you, but
Yeah, city boy.
yeah. So before we stop, so India have just won the under 20 SAF championship, beating Bangladesh
yes,
5-2. So big up to them.
Big up,
yes.
big up.
Congratulations to
hey, come
our.
on, yeah, we should win in SAF every time. We should not even be talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know that, but today
Ah,
the
but
final
still,
happened, so
But we're
just
glad
need
they
to
won.
bring that.
We're glad they
Yeah.
won. We're
Let's go.
super,
Let's
super
go.
proud of them. Okay,
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
thank you so much for joining in. Also, please don't forget
Thanks,
to
thanks.
subscribe to the Fanspire, follow us on social media. You know, all of that. We really appreciate your support a lot. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night.
Thank
Bye,
you all.
guys.
Take care.
Bye.